A bipartisan set of lawmakers have secured a record $1.3 billion in federal funding for Native housing. The money was included as part of the 2024 appropriations package that was signed into law last week by President Joe Biden. It is an increase from last year by $300 million. U.S. Senator Brian Schatz is here with more on these efforts. Senator Schatz, you are a Democrat from Hawaii and you chair the Senate Indian Affairs Committee, and you worked with Republican Representative Tom Cole of Oklahoma. It's not every day that you hear Democrats and Republicans working together.
Well, I've got a great partnership with Tom Cole as a tribal member and a longtime leader on these issues. I think we're at a really important moment for the Congress. Over the last 4 years, we've done more in terms of investments for Indian country with Joe Biden as president, Chuck Schumer as leader, and me as chair, than literally any other time in American history. It's been the largest investment in Indian country and Native communities in the history of the United States. And I was worried that we weren't going to be able to continue that progress once the House changed hands. And although the big investments are a little harder to come by, this is an enormous victory. This is a change from $1 billion to $1.3 billion in the Native housing programs and $175 million in tribal transportation. And that $175 million in tribal transportation is the first time we've ever done this in this bill. So we're hoping that that will set a precedent and a baseline, and we'll be able to spend at least that much money on tribal transportation in future too.
Senator, when will this money actually make its way to tribal nations?
Well, NAHASDA money is sort of notoriously slow. So, that's not a problem that this bill fixes. But we did see, I had to cut $3 billion from our total bill. So to be able to do that while increasing tribal housing funding by 30%, $300 million is a serious achievement. My staff did good work. Of course, on the Indian Affairs Committee, it is a bipartisan enterprise. Jackie Rosen was involved. John Tester was involved. A lot of members on the Democratic side, Mark Wayne Mullen. So it was a real shared victory here for tribal housing. And to be clear, even though it's a $300 million increase, it's still not enough. It is an acute problem. It is a problem that took, frankly, generations to get this bad. We shouldn't take a whole generation to fix it, but it's also not going to get fixed in 1 year.
Getting funding for tribal housing sounds incredibly broad. So give us some examples of what exactly this money will go towards.
Well, each recipient of these dollars gets to decide exactly what to use it for. They may want to build single family homes. They may want to do apartments or duplexes. They may even want to use it as cash subsidies or credit enhancements for people who just want to get a regular old mortgage. And so, consistent with self-determination for Native Hawaiians, Alaska Natives, and American Indians, we don't tell them exactly how to spend these resources because housing is different in every place, and every nation, every community ought to be in control of what kind of housing product and what kind of housing assistance to provide.
What was the process to get this across the finish line?
Senator Tester and Senator Rosen came to me early and prioritized this. And I was able to work with Mullen and Cole and get it done. So for me, this is a story about bipartisanship on behalf of Indian country.
Thank you, Senator Brian Schatz. We'll be back after this quick break.